What is there about puppets that somehow give a certain poignancy and yet a certain strength to serious messages? It's hard to know, but what you're looking at is a master playwright puppeteer who has created pretty remarkable work. Kevin Augustine has created Hobo Grunt cycle, and his characters, although they may be made of foam and fiberglass, really say a lot. Kevin is going to be joining us here in studio. I want to introduce you to some of his friends. What is this guy's name here?
Coco.
And Coco's a pretty nice fellow, but
sort of.
What is his role in all of this?
His role, he's a comic white-faced clown, and there's a pecking order to the clowns, and he's near the top, and his job is to create trouble, and he avoids it at all costs. So he's the one who throws the pies, but never gets hit. So he likes to be in control.
Okay, so you've got some beautiful, I mean, look at these beautiful puppets here.
Thank you.
Why do you use puppets instead of people to tell these stories?
I use puppets because puppets to me are magical. And anything that's magic means anything is possible. So your imagination can just run wild in terms of what you can do on stage once using puppets.
So what is the message that what is this play about, Hobo Grunt cycle?
This play is about, it's a clown show that looks at the consequences of using violence in conflict resolution.
Now that sounds very serious for a puppet show.
It's always kind of a hard sell with my work because there's an assumption with puppets, and you don't assume readily that it's dramatic or it's challenging.
It's supposed to be funny if we use puppets.
Yeah.
But they also, what can puppets do that, let's say, I mean, why not just have a bunch of human beings doing this instead?
Well, practical, the economy, it's a lot cheaper. So your small company,
these puppets don't cost you much?
Oh, I don't have to put them up at a hotel or fly them separately. No. Plus, also, it's just I've never lost the connection I had when I was a kid, and my grandmother had made me some puppets. And seeing that, wow, you don't have to buy your toys. You can make them. You create the world that they live in. So that's always stuck with me as really wonderful.
Now, you've got a range of clowns in this particular show.
Yeah.
And you use clowns. Why?
I use clowns because I was interested in the...
You want me to take him?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. I use clowns because I was looking at them... First of all, puppets because they grab people's attention. So I'm looking to tell stories that I think deserve to have more attention or voices that need to be heard.
But clowns are supposed to be funny.
Clowns are supposed to be funny, but if you look at this guy, he's a really weary, he's the tramp.
Yeah.
He's a weary character. You want me to hold, Coco?
I can do two puppets at the same time. I'm very good at this.
And the story that I thought needed attention in our country is veterans' voices. And those particularly who come back from the war and have a different take and say, you know, they want to promote peace. And so looking at the military and then looking at clowns, I found a link that there's a hierarchy to both. These guys are the ones who get hit. They have to do the dirty work. Okay. And there's a similarity between these two.
Yeah. Okay, so it's quite a cast of characters. The show is called Hobo Grunt Cycle. March 3rd through 5th, 8 p.m., Exit Theater in San Francisco, theexit.org. This is a show out of New York. You're based in New York, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for bringing all your friends, and they really are very interesting. We had Avenue Q in last week with their puppets. This is kind of the anti-Avenue Q, you know what I mean, Marty?